Hey, speaker with Caroline, career and leadership coach. And today I want to address something I see all the time. And that is when people want to step up in their career, want to land their next six-figure leadership role, but are not getting the interviews. Like, look, I get it. You have the right skills, you have the experience, you made the sacrifices, but it's just not happening for you. So I want to highlight this because I know how frustrating this can be for so many professionals, like wanting to really step up in their career and what's really holding them back. And I also know that it's so difficult to get real feedback from anyone because or they're too nice and they're afraid to hurt your feelings, or you're not getting feedback at all from people. So let me be very transparent and honest with you from here on. So there are three reasons I see all the time. The first reason is that people struggle to know and communicate their unique value proposition. Now, there's not a lot unique in the world anymore. Everything, almost everything, has been copied, but you are unique. You have certain skills and experience that you use in a certain time, in a certain company, with certain stakeholders. You have certain talents and strengths. Yet, I don't see that represented in any of the resumes that I've seen over my career. So, this is really important that you understand what your unique value proposition really is. And once you know that, you actually can start really forming that or putting that in a clear narrative in your story, your message, instead of being generic and like everybody else. That is what you it's all about what you can articulate and bring to the table. That is what your unique value proposition should be all about. So that's the first thing, is your unique value proposition. Now, the second point that I see all the time is that people stay stuck in the what I call the individual contributor mindset rather than being the leader. So here's where that comes down to, and why that is really important. If you want to step up in your career, you need to very often shift your mindset. So you start building your resume, you start building your profile, to, probably like most people, just fresh out of uni, and you just get something together and you just add on, add on, add on. But today, like a resume or the function of your resume has changed. Your approach needs to change too. And your approach in how you write your resume is going to need to change to be as effective as possible. So the way you do that is like you have to shift your mindset from that individual contributor mindset to that of a sought after leader. And once you make that mindset shift, then I want you to look at your resume and actually look at like all the things that you have listed that are actually that of a doer rather than of a sought after strategic leader you want to be, and you want to be recognized that. So it's really important that you make that shift, not only on your resume but really in your mindset, because basically that will come through in the interview also, and later in your career. Because and how, I'm so passionate about this, it's like that's why people are staying stuck and not getting promoted, because they're not embracing and not embracing their true authentic self, and they're not clear about their message, they're not clear about their story and how to tell that story, and they're not comfortable selling themselves because they struggle really putting connecting all the dots so that they understand what the value is for an organization. And it's breaking all of that down, first of all, and really making sure you have a clear value proposition, and you know basically how to make that shift from individual contributor to sought after leader. That's the second point. So the first point is like your unique value proposition. The second point is really making that shift from an individual contributor to a sought after leader. And then the third one is that you really need to understand your job, what your job search strategy is going to be. So let me elaborate on that a little bit. Like most people have a job search strategy and they follow the traditional way of job searching, which has worked in the past. But as I mentioned in the beginning, the market has changed and your approach needs to change too. So if you don't fit in the really little box that people like to put themselves into, or that recruiters and HR like to put you into, and you want to step outside and you want to be recognized for transferable skills, you don't have the straight line career path that most people have taken, and you're a little bit different, you need to have a different job search approach. So that includes, you need to be able to tap into the hidden job market, be able to get your foot in the door, be able to have that conversation with hiring manager before you actually even engage with HR and recruiters. You need to be able to activate your network, because if you are a little bit different, if you don't fit in the mold that most people are looking for in terms of the tick boxes, then you need to revisit your job search strategy. So those are the three things. But your job search strategy should be the last box you tick off, because if your message is not clear, if you haven't shifted from a doer to a leader, then it doesn't matter. No strategy is going to give you the results that you want. So that should be the last thing on your list to do. Now, couple of things that I want to also highlight. If you want to take this a step further, and if you say, like, Caroline, I want to work with you to get the best results, there are two ways of working with me at the moment. One is my one-on-one bespoke resume coaching package. It's really the six-figure coaching program. It's really a quick fix for people that really want results really fast on that next level. The results have been phenomenal for my clients. I've been doing this for over 10 years with my clients, and clients have gotten anything between from a simple pay increase of 10K to 50K to tripling their salary. So it is so important that you position yourself, and this is an investment, if you choose to make it, that will yield a lot of a big return for you. Anyway, so at the moment, I'm offering also a bonus. So if you sign up for my six-figure resume coaching, bespoke coaching program with myself, then you will get free access to a live event that I'm having about interview training with my existing and old clients, which is going to be phenomenal, because once we have identified your unique value proposition, created your story, made that shift, then you need to take the next step. So once you have an interview, you have to be able to deliver that same message in an interview. And a lot of people struggle with this, because they are like, okay, now I have a leadership brand on paper, but when they get into an interview, they still like revert back, because that message hasn't cemented in yet, and they don't know how to navigate the interview process to position themselves as the obvious candidate. And that is basically what that live training is going to be about. It's for limited time only. So if you're interested, sign up for the six-figure resume program with me, and then we can take the next step to make sure you have the right interview techniques and right interview strategies. So that's the first way. The second way is, if you say, like, look, actually, my resume is not really the key area of focus. I want to really position myself for promotion internal within the company that I'm working with, and I'm just getting bypassed time and time again, then I would urge you or invite you to join my leadership training. It's a 6 weeks training starting on the 6th of May, Monday, the 6th of May. It's going to be a small intensive group. And what we're going to do is going to be phenomenal, but really it boils down to, I'm going to teach you how you shift your personal brand to a leadership brand, so you can have more influence, so you can increase your executive presence, so you can have the promotion, so you can have a bigger salary, make a bigger impact. So you finally are going to become very intentional about your career. I will drop a link below so you can check out both options if you're interested. So I also have a bonus running at the moment for people that join that leadership program that's called Own Your Greatness. So people that join Own Your Greatness and start the 6th of May with me receive also one-on-one strategic coaching calls, which is invaluable. You will learn then really how to structure everything the rest of your career and implement and shift your personal brand to that of a leadership brand. And then you have one-on-one coaching sessions with me to really cement that in. So you have 3 one-on-one strategic coaching sessions with me, so which is invaluable. So I will drop a link below, and so I would love to work with you. I can't wait to work with you basically and to see your transformation, because I know how powerful this work is. How, when people lean in and when people invest in themselves and people say yes to themselves, then the results are remarkable. But it's up to you to make that first step. I can't do that for you. So I can't wait for you and I to connect. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, direct message me to ask your questions. And otherwise, I will see you inside of any of my programs. Thank you so much. See you soon. Bye.